So we're back again with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. In the last episode, we made every single preparation possible for the Earth Temple. In this episode, we're gonna go straight there. No dilly-dallying around, just straight at the point, blah blah. And there's gonna be some things to talk about regarding that dungeon, but for right now, let's get our way there and prosper. Okay, so a few words of wisdom for those who have not played The Wind Waker, or at least have not played this dungeon yet. There have been some complaints about a couple of the puzzles that take place within that dungeon, but we're going to go through it together. It can be kind of rough around the edges, that I'll say. It's not that bad. It can be tricky, it can be very tricky, but again, we're going to go through it together. We're going to talk about the ups, the downs, the ifs, the whats, and the buts, and the so-ons. And there's really not that much to worry about, but for right now, we're just going to go in this little cutscene that's going to play soon. And yeah, the seagulls stopped in midair, like mid-cutscene. That's like one of the most iconic things about this specific Zelda game in particular. But, Medley, listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The temple ahead is the nest of an evil creature, the same creature that stole the life of your predecessor, the sage. It is a dark and frightening place. That is why, if you do nothing else, then at least do this. If LSP comes near you and presses ZR to call you, then be silent and follow closely behind him. And if LSP presses A, allow him to lift you, and if need be, fly and carry him through the air. And LSP. If Medley gets stuck and cannot continue this temple, use the Wind Waker to conduct the song you learned in the Tower of the Gods. Do you understand? LSP, protect Medley, and Medley, protect LSP. The power to repel evil shall surely be returned to the Master Sword. Doesn't like the bow usually take place after a piano recital or any kind of musical recital? You saw that like little look that Link gave back at that end of that cutscene. It's like, bye, King Red Lions. That's the last time that I'm gonna see you for a while. So let's put Medley down and kind of jam out, shall we? Okay, so welcome to the Earth Temple. This is probably one of my most favorite dungeons, but people have digressed in the past. But yeah, the thing about these moblins, though, is that I don't really need their skull necklaces anymore. Like, with what I've already done at Windfall Island, so I really am kind of good at this point. But what you want to do with Medley really quick in this room is to fly over to this ledge. This pillar, to be exact. And then weigh the switch down with yourself, throw her off, and then play the command melody. Yep, I'm going to be straight to the point pretty much because this dungeon can be pretty lengthy. It can be pretty lengthy and it can be tough. So, after you've thrown her, you don't have to throw her. Like, I kind of like to give her a little boost, sort of, just to not to fly all the way over, but press her down and do not go back to Link just yet. You want to drop down with her, because if not, then you're going to have some trouble, but then go back to Link, and then drop this way. And I completely missed that jump, but still. Get out of here, Moblin. I don't need you. So this next room can be... yeah. Actually, it's not that bad, but there is a new enemy. Well, not a new enemy, exactly, but a new type of Choo-Choo. That is. Let's go ahead and get these shoes out of the way. There's going to be some purple ones right here next to me, so... they do the same things that the green ones do. They kind of like sink down and go down like that. Except the twist to them is, if you try to hit them, they will expand and retract. So there's no killing them, just the way they are. So if you want a quick fix, go ahead and get in Medley and just bring her over to the light, and then just kind of like spin around, sort of. This would be one more of it. Yep, there's 3 in this room. Kind of spin her around, kind of like make circles around here. I'm not like serenading her or anything. I'm not that romantic with her, but I'm joking. You know, kill all 3 of those guys, and yeah, pretty much every Chew in this room, and unlock the doors. Now, we're not exactly quite done. We want to go ahead and get Medley, take control of her pretty quick. And I gotta say, the thing about the HD version is that I, again, admire that I don't have to listen to the command melody twice when I play it, so that's kind of an upside. So, it unveils that chest. Shine that to the side, and let's open her on up. And we get the dungeon map straight off the bat, so it's pretty cool. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do now is get our bombs out and unveil this exact warp pot. Yeah, this one here is kind of straight away. It's like the more obvious one, I guess. I don't know, but hey, we're done with this room. Got the dungeon map and a warp pot right off the bat, and this is the main room. So we have a sun face with 2 reflectors on it. And I notice that the only one out of Medley and Link with a reflecting item is Medley. Yep, I think we all have an idea of what the item of the dungeon is going to be. So, let's go ahead and get the leaf and the skull hammer ready and blow all this mist out of the way and smack that switch with the skull hammer and unveil that door. Going on straight in there. And this dungeon can really seem as like a big obstacle to people, especially if it's like their first time playing the Wind Waker, but anyway, there's going to be a couple of tombs in here with bubbles in them. It's pretty exciting, right? Just knowing that Halloween passed, so that's cool. Anyway, drop Medley there and climb up this ladder, and we want to pull that block back pretty much. And then jump down that ledge. Pull that black. Did I say pull that black? Well, yeah, pull the black block. Anyway, drop down. It seems like the instrument I'm carrying can reflect light. What gives you that idea? This can help, I think. Instruct me to where to reflect the light and use A to face my instrument in that direction. Use the Wind Waker to get... Yeah, I've been doing that in like the last room, pretty much. Anyway, what I'm going to do is get control of Medley. Again, I put her here for the sake that the light is going to shine there anyway, but anyway. Shine that chest. And make it visible. There we go. Now, what is here? We have a small key. Yep, pretty obvious. Now, the floor masters are here, and they usually don't take control or at least pop out unless Medley is in my hands, okay? They will go after her. They're like, yeah, let me get on some of that. And I'm going to say no, because she's my girl. Anyway, joking. But this room is kind of weird, because if I put Medley here, I can really do nothing in this room yet, because if I try to go in there, yep, there's going to be a reflector of light, and I cannot use this at all. So, in other words, I will be coming back to that room. Now, I want to go ahead and leave, and pick up Medley away from here, and hopefully that floor master does not snatch her. Yep, there we go. Out of here, and then walk forward. Meaning that we can go to the very next room that is sealed off and locked off. Now, this room in particular does remind me of the ancient castle of Akana from the Majora's Mask, and I'll show why in just a second. So, if I get my hero's bow out and pretty much set the flame to it, yep, the flame, I think we all know what I'm talking about, you can burn a curtain. Remember that bit in the ancient castle of Akana boss room where you can burn the curtain? Same kind of thing here, so unveil that light, pretty much. Now, there's going to be a couple of purple chews in here as well. Let's go ahead and get them out of hiding, pretty much. And get these other chews out of the way, because they're going to distract me. Come on, guys. Get closer. There's light here, just for you. Delicious light. There we go. Pick these guys on up. Put them on these switches, pretty much. And then pick him up. And you want to do this like kind of rather quick, because if you leave those guys for too long, even though they are in the light, they can awaken, and that staircase will go back to the way it was, so it's going to be not fun. Now, we want to go up the stairs, and... Sorry, Medley. I think it's for your own good that you get dizzy. Unveils that room. After pushing that block down. What I'm going to go ahead and do... Yep. See what I mean? But yeah, what I'm going to go ahead and do is set my bow to ice. And a little bit of a life hack in this room is that there's going to be another floor master in there. Floor master right here. So, this one does kind of like tend to pop out. They're all different per se, but life hack is that if you freeze him and then whack him with your skull hammer, generic, he's out of the way. Go ahead and push this block over to that spot. Veils that light. And there we go. That ought to do it. If we get Medley now, we can pretty much fly over and grab her. And I want to take control of her for a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and play the song again. I like that I don't have to make any jump cuts here, because the song plays only once in the HD version, but let's go ahead and shine up all these walls here. Anything that needs light and needs to be broken, let's go ahead and do it now. Along with this block with a statue on it. There we go. Along with this wall as well. And I actually don't need to... Yep, I'm leaving that one alone because this is all I need. People are gonna say it's 100% completing the dungeons. Like, it doesn't really matter that much. I'm lax, but I'm not that freaking lax. Anyway, push this block over here. Now, there have been some stories about how you can trap Medley in this corner and possibly kill her. Yep, I've seen all the memes. I've seen all that jibber jab, but still. Anyway, pushing that block there will unveil this chest as well. And I want to say that this specific dungeon is like the only one that I know of in the Wind Waker that has 3 warp pots. There's one before the boss room, there's one over here, and there's one that we unveiled in the beginning. So, kind of strange, I know, but still. That's not one that you have to specifically uncover or anything. It's already done that for you, so... Medley, we've had this conversation. Will you get up there, please? There we go. Climbing on up. And we want to open that chest. Find out what it is. And we get the compass right off the bat because I think the dungeon is rather that nice to us, per se. But anyway. LSB, do not worry about straying away from Medley in the depths of this temple. Just relax and open your dungeon map. It will show you Medley's location as well. You can easily confirm her location. Yeah, that's pretty nice of the King of Red Lions to point that out to me. Anyway, another life hack in this specific room is that if you have your ice arrows and your skull hammer equipped, you want to go ahead and freeze these moblins as well, because I think they can all serve as a purpose to do that. Saves having to fight them with a sword, pretty much. And new enemy, Pose, right? Anyway, we can really do nothing about them yet unless we have light, so let's go ahead and get Medley. That Poe is like staring at the camera when I was playing the song, but... Anyway, pop up here, and shine down on those Poes. And let's go ahead and unveil one of those statues and unlock that chest. Well, I guess we did 2 of them. There we go. Let's take out the Poes. And there we go. Okay, now what I'm also going to go ahead and do is get this chest that I just uncovered, because I don't want to have to remember to do this when I leave the mini-boss room, which is coming up very shortly. Yep, enjoy pendant. Pretty cool, right? Anyway. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is equip my boomerang and the Deku Leaf, and go straight up to the room on my left. Now, a little bit of a shortcut in here, so if you jump across and get your leaf out, and stop there, and then go back, pretty much, and bust out your boomerang. You see that key down there? Yeah. You can get the key without having to go all the way down there yourself. And it's kind of crazy, I know, but actually, in all seriousness, what I'm going to go ahead and do is jump down here anyway, because it's like the way intended. But new enemy, the Redead. Cue the elephant sounds and him chewing on my head, because it's rather funny, and I wanted to do that anyway to show it on purpose, but... There we go. These guys are hilarious. I don't know. When I was a kid, like, very, very young, I would immediately turn off the GameCube, back when it was only on the GameCube, but because I was that scared of these guys, and I don't know. And he's not, he grabbed me again. I didn't do that one on purpose at all, but got the key, at least. And that ladder drops down. And there we go. We can finally leave this room. Now I want to go ahead and get my bombs and my skull hammer ready for this fight. Here we go. New enemy. Welcome to the Stalfos. Yep, these guys are pretty badass. Yep. And you want to pretty much decapitate him. Hit him with your boomerang and then get him with the skull hammer, pretty much. Easy peasy. And there we go. Battle down. That was pretty fun. And now, something in this chest is going to be very, very beautiful. Let's go ahead and take a look. Welcome to the Mirror Shield. Its shiny surface reflects the beams of light. Awesome. Now we have 2 of them now, so it's great. Perfect. Now we can demonstrate it on that sun, on the wall there. This part indeed does remind me of Majora's Mask, because it does like really remind me of the Stone Tower Temple. All these torches and mirror lights and everything. It's really great. Really great. Now since we've left, we can pretty much do the ice arrow thing, along with the skull hammer thing as well, which is great. I think there may be a time where I need Medley again for this, because the light is all the way... Actually, no. I'm joking. Yes. Actually, yes. You see, even I'm gonna, like, kind of getting tripped up as well, so... Forgive me. What I will do, though, is hop up here myself, pretty much, and get these Poes. Go ahead and kill them, because I think that's one less thing that Medley has to do. So, have no worries. Go ahead and just shine those... guys on up and get them. There we go. Now what I will have Medley do is go up there, because I'm gonna demonstrate something called double light, because off of Medley's harp I can pretty much reflect off of hers, so kind of shine her in one vicinity and then go where she is shining her light pretty much. Yep, I can reflect that. It's gonna be confusing. It's like the most confusing thing at all in this dungeon, in particular, but hey, that's all part of it, right? If it isn't confusing or challenging, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. Anyway, with this, we have this part of the room. We want to go ahead and take control of Medley again. Pretty much. And then get that statue in that corner. And kind of shine that down like that. There we go. And be careful not to call her from a distance. And there we go. Bunch of rupees, right? There we go. And now, take a listen. This will be like the only few words, or like only couple of words that Link ever says in the Wind Waker. Take a listen. Yep. Come on are the only 2 words that he ever says. Crazy, I know. But still, with that, we can fly on down and go to that room that I was talking about that we need 2 different mirror shields for, that is. There we go. There is a chance that that Floor Master over there can also take Medley as well. Nope, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. But because I have the mirror shield now, I can pretty much go into this room. Notice how I couldn't reflect earlier? Yeah, now I can do it here. May as well get them both, right? With this chest, we can get a joy pendant. Pretty groovy, right? Awesome. Now we can leave and find out what to do in the next room. Alright, now we can play Reflector Time, so it's pretty cool. So, go ahead and step over here and take control of Medley with the command melody, which is awesome. Alright, so now that we have her, we can shine her harp into one side of the sun. And then, since we have the mirror shield here, we can just do the same thing on our end. Talk about awesome. Yep, and those light beams are now gone, so we can hop on down. Yay. Let's find out what is here. Now, before I may end off the episode soon. I don't know, because this dungeon can be like a two-parter in ways, but I'm going to go ahead and set Medley down. So, let's go ahead and leaf pump on across here. That is. It's going to be something kind of easy to miss, especially in the... I'll be right back. As I was saying, this dungeon can be a two-parter, but still, it can be rather lengthy, pretty much. So if you go into this vicinity and kill this bubble, there is another Tingle statue, like, kind of just waiting over here for you, so it's gonna be pretty cool as well. Set a bomb right here. Go ahead and just take that on out. Spawning this chest. And inside is a lovely prize. We got the Earth Tingle statue. It's cool and damp and smells like mold. It'll be waiting for you on Tingle Island. Oh, I bet. Yep. Just like I wasn't waiting to hear that at all, so let's go on back. Ooh, hoo, hoo. And I think I can grab that ledge from here, too. Yep. Let's go ahead and jam out. And these were the bubbles that I was kind of like, I think I was talking about earlier? No. I don't think I brought these guys up, but to kill them, what you want to do is take out an ice arrow and hit them that way. Because if you try to hit him with your sword, it's going to be like all nuts. I wish this guy can fly towards me so I can demonstrate. Yep, see that? I can't hit him with a sword, so I gotta freeze him and then do it. Yep. Pretty generic. Anyway, let's go on and jam out. Alright, and with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Yeah, I know that it was rather short, but this dungeon can really seem like a giant two-parter, and I think it's for the best that if I just split it up into two ends. So, you know what? Link, why are you mad, dude? Oh, he's probably staring at the Redad. Yeah. Turn around. Hey, he's happy again. Yay. Anyway, so, in the next episode, we're going to finish up the Earth Dungeon, if I can do so rather quick. So, stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, or anything else, and peace out, everyone.